The question that I want to ask you today is very simple, and it goes like, who are your friends? Because many are the times that we are having people so close to us thinking that they are friends, but they are not, thinking that they want the best for us, but they don't, thinking that they are here with us to push us to the next level, but they are not there because of it. But instead of doing what we think and what we believe that they are here to do, they are just pulling us behind. They are just bringing things in our lives that are lagging us behind. And when you come to look into this, you realize that not everyone is for you. And this question came about because there are so many characters in the Bible that have really had friends who, instead of making them look better, they were actually in the place whereby they were making them miss the opportunities that God has set before them and reach the destination that God had called them to reach. And it should be in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33 hapo chini. I will share here. It says that, do not be deceived, bad company corrupts good morals. Is it all lost? Is it all lost that you think there is no turning back? Is there anything that you can do about it? Is there a way that you can mitigate your friends and know who are real and who are fake? Let's get to see this immediately after the introduction. You see, in this life, we really deserve people who are pushing us to become better than we are right now. We need people who are actually enabling us to fight our fears and to face our fears and to become courageous each and every day. And if in this life you're not having a person who is ahead of you where you desire to be, and there is no reflection of him in you, that there is nothing that you desire that is with him that you think it can be also beneficial to you, then you need to change your circle, because the people that should be surrounding you are people who should take you to the next level, who are at the place whereby you desire to reach. It is in the book of Luke chapter 1, and I'll start reading from verse 39, and it says, Now Mary arose in those days and went into the hill country with haste to a city of Judah, and entered the house of Zacharias and greeted Elizabeth. And it happened when Elizabeth heard the greeting of Mary that the babe leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. This is Mary, the mother of Jesus, and the angel has already come and relayed the news that she will be with child, and the child shall be called forth Jesus. He will save the children and his own people. And as Mary was actually digesting these things, the angel of the Lord actually confirms to her that even your cousin Mary is with child and is 6 months already. And when I read unto these things, I asked myself, because Mary was living somewhere in Nazareth, I asked myself, were there no other ladies that Mary could have shared with the news that she received? Were there no other influential people in Nazareth that Mary could have shared whatever the angel of the Lord communicated to her? And it dawned to me that maybe Mary looked and saw that there is no people of substance in this place that I am in. There are no people that I can share with whatever God has deposited in my heart. Because if I go ahead maybe and share what God has already deposited in my heart, I will turn out to be a laughing stock. Because how can a virgin be with child without a man? And maybe she realized that these people will actually laugh at me. And this is the same question that I want to pose unto you this wonderful day. What are the friends that you've been having and you've been sharing things with them, and instead of them pushing you to where you desire, they're just there laughing at you. They're just telling you it's impossible, because even Mary, maybe some of her friends told her, it is impossible. How can this thing be? Even some of these things were even questioned by the Pharisees when Jesus said, and you don't know my father. And they were there saying, yes, we don't, because we know your mother got married when she was with child. These are things that people cannot understand. And as we are here today, I want to ask you this question. Who are your friends? How many times have you shared your vision with your friends and you've actually turned out to be the laughing stock of the people that are surrounding you? They don't see the value in you. They don't see the value in your dreams. They don't even recognize whatever God has deposited in you and its usefulness. And this is one of the reasons why we are seeing our young people discouraged, because you went ahead and you thought your parent was the person who would really actually share in your dream, who will support whatever God has deposited in you. And when you went to them, what did they do? They crushed your vision. They crushed your purpose. They didn't give and instill life in whatever you are sharing. And people at the end of the day, they end up being broken-hearted and they don't know what to do because you shared your things with the wrong people. How many friends do you have that can push you to the place where you desire to be? Should be in the book of 2 Samuel chapter 13 that talks about the son of David called Amnon. And he had this friend of his, and when the friend realized that this guy called Amnon is in love with his sister, he told him and he gave him a plan of how to go ahead and rape his sister. And even though it was not against the culture by those times to marry your sister, the guy could have gone ahead and actually asked for permission from his father David, and I don't think he would have declined. It was in the culture by then. But this friend comes in and realizes this is the son of the king. He is full of sadness, and there's only one thing I can advise him: go and rape your sister. How many people have led you? How many friends have led you to aborting the mission that God has given you just because you are in the wrong company? The opening scripture I told you is in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 33 that says, do not be deceived, bad company corrupts good morals. What is the company that you are keeping today? Many of us are not in a position to say no to the people that we are actually having as friends because we have something in common. We are broken. We don't have a purpose. We are drinking ourselves out. We have had children out of wedlock. And the only people who can understand us are the same people who we are actually pulling closer because they know what we feel. So many ladies we've seen even in our news houses are becoming and actually coming out openly and proclaiming they are lesbians because of their backgrounds, because of what they've gone through when they were young. And they think when we look for other people, when we look for other friends who have actually gone through the same things that we've gone, we will be in a position to heal ourselves. And they forget that there is a God in heaven who can heal their hearts, who can restore them, who can make them better. Many other times, even in our lives, we find people who need help, but because we are telling them things that they are not comfortable with to get out of the situation that they are in, they are not in a position to agree with us. What's the way forward? We do like Mary. She decided, even though there are ladies in this countryside who I can share with, I'm not going to go ahead and tell them what God has put in my heart. I need someone who will be in a position to understand what I'm talking about, because Elizabeth was already pregnant. So if Mary went to Elizabeth and told her, by the way, this angel visited me and she said that I'll be with child, Elizabeth could have easily understood the language of Mary. And that's exactly who we need to pull closer as friends. The people who we have the same vision, the people who we have the same values, the people we have the same character. If we are to reach out for others, we reach out for them so that we can make them understand and know that there is a higher purpose on the inside of themselves. And it's only through the influence of people who are seeing whatever they have that they can be in position to reach to their destination. Who is your friend today? How many times has they pushed you to become a better person? Or else the only time they push you is when you're going to the bar. And this is very sad because we are finding ourselves as a society that many other times we do not have someone else to lean on, because even the person that we had trusted is our best friend, they are actually doing things behind our back. We don't know what they are actually planning. The advice they are giving us, because they don't want us to be elevated more than they are. They are giving us advice that will keep us stagnated, or they will keep us below their own level, because they don't want us to become better like them. And this is the challenge that I'm posing to you today. Choose your friends wisely, because even in the book of Proverbs says, I will put it here, it says, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Are you having that friend you can count on, that this person can actually help me more than my brother? That this person can stand with me like my brother would? That this person can be in a position to go deeper into their pockets and add monetary value unto the need that I really have? Or are they people, when they are in need, they are the first ones to flee? When you are in need, they are nowhere to be found. When you are in need, they don't even communicate with you, because you are actually becoming a bother to them. If these are the types of the friends you have, you need to change your friendships. And I welcome you to the Faith Crusaders. We are very good. We make friends because this is the only place where we will make you to become more like Christ. This is the place where we will challenge your character. We will challenge your well-being. We will challenge everything that is in you so that you can be a better representation of the one who called you on this world. And this is the only place where we reveal Christ-like attitudes of awakening. God bless you and see you in our next show.